Well, the atmosphere continues to build here in Dublin now. It's Asael Adjoudj in what could be a barn burner against Liam McCracken of Liverpool. Two excellent prospects meet early on. The tail of the tape now at featherweight as Asael Adjoudj takes on Liam McCracken. Two much talked about fighters at 4-1 and 3-0. Both believe they may have stellar careers and that they're catching each other early. Cannot wait for this one. Let's get it on now with Michael C. Williams.
Tonight here at 3 Arena, we go now to the featherweight division, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. We'll introduce first the blue corner. At 5'10", weighing in 145.8 pounds. His professional record undefeated at 3-0. He fights out of Liverpool, England, Liam McCracken. And across the cage, his adversary, fighting out of the red corner. At 6 foot, weighing in 145.8 pounds as a professional. 4 victories, just 1 loss. He fights out of Dublin, Ireland, Asael, the Sultan Adjoudj. And your referee in charge, Keith Peterson.
So the 23-year-old Asael Adjoudj, the 21-year-old Liam McCracken.
They look fired up to get going at each other. I can't wait for this one.
They do.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you
And it was
ready?
McCracken who used that line, who said, we're both going to be great. And one day someone's going to say, what, they fought all those years ago? Let's see what happens. McCracken says this is a shot to nothing. He says, too, that he's a much avoided fighter in the northwest of England. He's one of those that's awkward and no one wants to fight him. And he thinks he can see a chink in the Adjoudj armor. We'll see.
Again, seem to be utilizing side kicks. I've seen that a couple of times now. A few stamps on the leg. Both very twitchy, very twitchy.
Lots of feints. No one wanting to commit early on the feet here. Adjoudj has had a remarkable early career. Lost on his pro debut against Konstantin Blanita, did lots wrong and
Just got
goes
caught
to
off
ground
balance.
here, just got caught off balance, yeah. But then since then, he's rebuilt. And now, if you ask any fighter pretty much from SBG Ireland who to watch out for, well, you know there's one answer, it's him.
Good cross-step in there. Good cross-step in. I like to see fighters moving, utilizing both sides.
McCracken looking for that straight right hand down the middle. A good kick as well
Beautiful
from
kick to the
McCracken.
body. Good teeth. We spoke about these leg kicks earlier. You might start to, you don't want to let too many of them go through.
Yeah, that's already 2 or 3, and then that almost trademark kick to the body from Adjoudj. Much decorated kickboxer as a young man.
McCracken's already starting to color on that side.
Falling short with those punches. He's so wary of Adjoudj. And another powerful leg kick to add to the redness on the outside of that leg. And then again, switches well, doesn't he, Adjoudj, as well?
Just falling short, McCracken, on some of the shots that he's throwing.
Oh, great kick to the head there from Adjoudj. Got an elbow there.
Good shot. Oh, trying to use pressure. Pressure to the cage. Got a double underhook here, but his head's in the wrong position.
Patricio Pitbull's watching, and as you can see, looking forward to our main events and encouraging you to watch. If he doesn't encourage you to, who will?
I feel like McCracken was starting to realize he was losing some of those exchanges on, standing up. So I think this is why he's trying to opt in, going into something else. Pushing him into the cage, working his grapple inside. Good knees there. Oh, beautiful trip. Absolutely a great little judo trip there. Straight to back.
Now we can see why McCracken's avoided.
Oh, exactly.
He is awkward. Adjoudj with that elbow just trying to keep him off. See McCracken attacking that left leg of Adjoudj here.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Straight into, get that hook straight immediately as he landed. And now Adjoudj is in a very uncomfortable position.
He is, with 90 seconds remaining in this opening round.
And the triangle, body triangle as well. Awkward one to try and get out of. Allowing himself to land some shots. This is great. It's going to be a dangerous one.
It's really dangerous now.
I don't think
McCracken for a moment thought he had it.
Oh.
Now he might. Adjoudj defending desperately here.
It's hard to see where their hands are at the moment, but I think Adjoudj's defending really, really well. You tend to want the elbow on the floor underneath the throw. So it's usually slightly better to defend from that side. And I think that's what McCracken's trying to do now. Landing punches with the opposite side and then getting the elbow in, but Adjoudj's not making it easy. 40 seconds left, can he get it?
40 seconds to go.
Great, it's a great body triangle. But again, using the wrong choking arm there. But great control on the back. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. Go, he might be in now. No, he opted to go for mount. I think he should have gone for that.
Looked like it was there, didn't it?
Yeah, definitely. This is definitely going to the second round, but what a great finish.
And Adjoudj dominant for the first half of the round, then McCracken for the second.
5 seconds, yep, definitely going to the end of the round.
I was going to say, you went early there, it was definite, but it is definitely.
I could kind of tell that everyone, they kind of almost both settled for, this is going into the next round.
McCracken says he's been fighting grown men since he was a kid.
Both still look like
great time as an amateur. He used to be known as the dad basher because he used to beat up people significantly older. He said, now I've had a kid myself, I can't really beat that.
Looks like they both still got bundles of energy.
They have, haven't they? This is turning into what we hoped it would be.
Beautiful switch, beautiful switch.
And again, the damage to that leg. He's actually struggling in the stand-up to find his range at times here, McCracken, isn't he? He's falling short.
2 heavy leg kicks again from Adjoudj. Oh, they both walked into overhands there.
They did. They both almost landed simultaneously. Adjoudj is so light on his feet. He presents you with so many problems, doesn't he?
McCracken's got a bit more of a Muay Thai style. So sits back on his back leg, waiting for a bit more heavier punches. Beautiful
wait
finish
too long here, you know.
See his legs starting to color again. He doesn't want to stay here. He doesn't want to stay here for too long. Good elbow. Great elbow.
Starting to time everything now, Adjoudj.
Good left hook from McCracken there.
And a straight right hand from McCracken. That's better from him.
Good cross step again. Puts him on the back foot. Can he keep him there, boys? Good attempt at the high kick from McCracken. Again, the low kicks.
Adjoudj's hands and feet are so quick, aren't they?
Oh, beautiful body
from
McCracken.
McCracken.
Yeah. Beautiful counter with that left hook.
But again, he falls short, and again, the timing and the accuracy, Michael.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's the difference in the stand-up here is one person's just found his timing on some of the shots. And McCracken hasn't found it quite yet.
Keep him here, keep him here.
Beautiful fake. I think he could have done a bit more with that. I'm not sure he wants to be here.
Exactly.
Take your time.
Looking so good with that distance on their feet, Adjoudj.
Oh, he's got the leg hook. He might get the takedown here, and he does. Great takedown. Obviously confident about it.
Yeah, 2 can play at that game.
He's letting everybody know he's got it as well. Good head pressure here. And again, creating a bit more space. He can land heavier shots. Doesn't want to keep his head too low the whole time. There you go. Look at the elbows there.
Landing those elbows now.
I don't think McCracken's used to being here.
Try to take that triangle, Asael.
Again with that right hand on the hip, trying to keep that control. driving the knee up behind the cage just to stop him from lifting up and standing back up to his feet. So again, great control by Adjoudj.
Keep walking in, keep pressing
Great
in.
pass.
That's what they were just telling him to do.
Oh, but he's allowed him to get up though. And he's going to get another takedown. It's a good takedown. Can he take back? He can get hooks in from here. Don't know if he wants it.
2 minutes, Asael. 2 minutes.
But he's got the knee over the leg to stop from anybody rolling for a leg lock or anything, which is good. Smart play by Adjoudj. Look, there you go. Stop that roll.
Now there's those elbows again.
Good shots.
He doesn't want to take too many more of those here, McCracken.
Yeah, he's telling him to posture up. He doesn't want to get caught out in any submission, silly submission after all that work.
Left hand there from Adjoudj, just biding his time here.
And smartly staying on his knees so the up kicks can't come. And he's slightly longer than him with his hand, so better position.
He's proving here that he's not just explosive and great to look at in terms of the style, but he's really smart.
And it's so important to be smart in this game. So important. It's not just about the fighting. Some people just see the physicality of it, but there's a mental chess game going on as well. Oh, yeah, excellent. Doubled up on that hip throw. McCracken tried to roll. Oh, he's on the leg now. He's going to have to sprawl out from that leg or he's going to get taken down himself.
Adjoudj.
Oh, he's going for a submission here.
Looking for the submission, looking for that guillotine. The head was dipped low.
Oh, he's got out. Great work from both fighters. 25 seconds left.
Yeah, Adjoudj is dominating, but they are putting on a show.
There's a leg hook on here. With the overhook, he could actually take him down from here.
How much has this taken out of McCracken? I know you could say the same about Adjoudj, but McCracken looks tired.
Oh, beautiful. Both going for
Maybe not.
sweeps. Great finish.
Time for McCracken to bite down on his gum shield here.
So are you ready? Fight.
See if he can find a way to
He's starting
make
early.
Adjoudj tired, but he goes for the takedown at the start of this third.
I'm surprised at that one. I guess he feels comfortable on top after that first round, so he went straight for it. He's got his back here, but they're just trying to get fight over. Yeah, there we go. Got the takedown.
That's impressive from Adjoudj, isn't it? Answer. I think he's caught McCracken by surprise. Now looks to do damage again here, Asael Adjoudj.
In all honesty, I actually think he should have spent a bit more time on his feet first, and then potentially have gone for a takedown. Because now he's in a bit of a scrambly back and forth. You could have softened him up a little bit before you went for it, but let's see what happens.
You just wonder if he got a bit carried away with the success he had in round two there.
Yeah, potentially.
Asael Adjoudj.
It's a good fight for a dominant position here from both sides. McCracken's in a better position at the moment.
I mean, they are terrifically well matched, aren't they?
Tries to go for a hip throw, which is silly. He might get his back taken, and he does. And he does, and we saw what happened that first round.
Now there's a long time for Adjoudj to survive here. He's got himself into a position he didn't need to be in here.
Unnecessarily. Unnecessarily. That's what I'm saying. Him saying that the fight is done or the work is done it was wrong. He's back in that position that he was in that first round and could be stuck here because we didn't see him really get out.
Question is whether McCracken can
and a lot more
get a hold of him here.
It's the third round now, and in the same position, going to be that little bit more tired, can make a little bit, a few more mistakes.
But it's harder as well with the sweat, isn't it, to get the choke?
Definitely, definitely. Look, he's got mount. Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, he's well done, well defended. Well defended.
You sense the crowd now is really building in this three arena, and they're right behind Asael Adjoudj.
Went for the front headlock now, both back on the cage, but this time Adjoudj in a bit more of a dominant attacking position. But I am still surprised he's going for the takedown. But he gets it. He gets it, and he's got 2.5 minutes left of the round to get to work. Oh, McCracken goes for the armbar.
He's looking for it, isn't he?
Oh, he might have this. Has he got his knee over? He's Adjoudj's definitely in a compromising situation. He's got a good bite of his arm. He's got 2 minutes of work.
Yeah, even if he doesn't have it initially.
He's going to turn him over. He's going to try and turn him over. That's what he's doing, pulling his leg to get that sweep. The cage is getting in the way a little bit. But he might get that. He might get him. Here you go. Oh, and he's cleared his elbow. He's safe.
He has. He's got out. But these are the positions he's putting himself in here, Asael Adjoudj.
And this is where his smart decisions he's starting to fade a little bit now, because I think he could have prevented a lot of these moments. And although it's a nice back and forth, it's great for us, great for the crowd. I think it's unnecessary for him.
Yeah, it feels like he's in a fight he doesn't need to be in, but McCracken has been brilliant as well.
Oh, he's got a head and arm here, though. Oh, and lost it again. This is a great back and forth. Good elbow from Adjoudj.
I don't think there's any doubt Adjoudj will be ahead on the cards, but he's still potentially in danger. This is where he wants to be.
Somebody's cut.
McCracken cut surely by one of those elbows. Oh, no,
maybe not. Adjoudj is cut. Oh, he's going for a submission here. I wonder where he got cut.
Definitely blood running down Adjoudj's face.
He's going for the guillotine here. I can't see if it's on or not. McCracken's definitely turning in a bit of panic. Oh, he's got out, he's got out.
They're both desperately tired now. Final 40 seconds.
What a crazy fight.
What a fight this has been. What a battle.
Great skill from both of them. Might get his back taken again. Oh, great. 30 seconds now.
30 seconds for Adjoudj to just try and separate a little here and find a finish.
Great elbows.
Big elbows now from Adjoudj. McCracken defends desperately. Final 10 seconds now. Oh, huge shot from Adjoudj there. Referees giving McCracken a chance here just to hang on, and he has done.
Great fight.
Let's get to him for the result here.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the decision, we go now to your three judges, Brian Miner, Eric Colon, and Sal D'Amato. All have it exactly the same at 29-28. I'll have it for the winner by unanimous decision, Asael the Sultan Adjoudj.